Hey everybody, Vash bringing you the 2000 Ask Vash 2000. So why don't you grab your favorite beverage, get you some snacks, because we are going to be here for a while. I got a shitload of questions to go through. So sit down and let me borrow your attractive ass for a couple minutes and listen to me ramble about myself. Or, no, I'm kidding, whatever the fuck people be asking. I'm going to split it into three videos, one for email, one for Twitter, one for Facebook. So we're going to start with email questions. Question 1. Hi, do you watch any Disney movies? If so, what is your favorite one? I watch a lot of movies. I do watch Disney movies. When I was younger, my favorite movie was Peter Pan. Don't judge me. But I really like that one. Now, I don't know. Fox and the Hound was good. It's hard to pick. There's so many. One that I've probably seen the most was like Toy Story, but that's Pixar. It still has Disney's logo on it. But I really like Toy Story. That's a movie I could watch a lot. Next one. My question would be, what got you into making YouTube videos and do you enjoy it? I actually, one of my friends, I've told this story like a million times, but one of my friends told me that it was really funny watching me play and that people do stuff like this on YouTube, and like he just flat out said, like, you should try it out, man, because there's like a couple people on YouTube that do this and they're like extremely popular and they're nowhere near as funny as you, so you should give it a try. And I did, and this is where I am now, I guess. So that's with that one. And then yes, I do enjoy it. I have a lot of fun. I wouldn't do it if it wasn't fun. You know, common sense. I'm not gonna do anything I don't want to do. So let's see. What's your favorite game of all time? I think my favorite game would have to be Resident Evil 2. That is my all-time favorite game. Love the shit out of that game. Let's see. Are you embarrassed that you pooped in your diaper today? No, because it wasn't a diaper. It was boxers. Next one. The fuck? Poop in your diaper? That was a good one. What made you want to record videos? I just answered that one. Let's go there. Alright. Let's see. Nope, skip that one. What is your favorite Metal Gear Solid and why? Metal Gear Solid 2 is my favorite Metal Gear because I like Raiden. And also just because of the meaning of the game. Hideo made a really ballsy jump. You know, created a series with such an iconic character like Snake, and then just replacing him secretly. Well, not replacing him, but you get what I mean. Like, you know, him not being the main character of the second game. That had to take a lot of balls, man. A lot of balls. And plus, I like how squirrely Raiden is. He'd be flipping and stuff. But Metal Gear Solid 2 is my favorite one. I played the living hell out of Metal Gear Solid 1. I played the living hell out of 2. I barely played 3 because I didn't like it. And I played the shit out of 4. So, but I would say out of all of them, I probably beat 2 the most. Excuse me, still got that cough. Let's see. What is this? Did this one just pop in? Oh, no, it didn't. Let's see. Dear Vash, I ask you, out of all the games you recorded, which one was your favorite one? I actually really had fun doing Shadows of the Damned. I had a lot of fun doing Mini Ninjas. I'm having a lot of fun doing Max Payne. A lot of fun doing Max Payne. I'm having a lot of fun doing Alan Wake. I had a lot of fun doing Metal Gear Solid 4. I could honestly say that the one walkthrough that I recorded the shit out of it because I loved playing it so much was probably Infamous 1 or 2. I can't exactly remember. But that was like the first and only walkthrough where I recorded like 2 or 3 sessions in one day because I was having so much fun and I couldn't stop playing it. But I really like Infamous. Those are like my favorite games on PlayStation. So yeah, thank you for your question, David. That's what your name is. You adorable little person, you. Hi Vash, what is your opinion on fast food? It's delicious. Yeah, it's fast and it's food. You can't really do much. It's bad for you to an extent, but that shit sure do be tasty when you're lazy. It's next question. Hey, I'm 11 the Uncharted series. What are your impressions on Jak and Daxter? I like Jak and Daxter. I actually got into it with the second one. I don't remember when I bought it or why I got it, but I got the second one and I couldn't beat it because it was hard for me. I'm sure I probably could beat it now, but it was really hard back in the day. I remember like being stuck on a lot of the driving missions because I was really bad at driving. But I beat the hell out of 3. I almost beat 2, and I never played 1. And then I actually went out and rebought them all because I think I lost them or I sold them or something. And I tried playing them back to back, and I couldn't really play 1 because it just seemed boring to me. But that's probably because I played 2 and 3, which are very large improvements on the first one. You know what I'm talking about. Some people buy games. Like I did that with Overlord. I bought Overlord 2, and I loved the shit out of that game. And then I bought the first one. I was like, God, this game's bad. Like, you know? It's like buying Assassin's Creed 2 and then going back and playing 1. You can't do it, but I'll have to muscle through it. I bought the HD collection, but I haven't played it yet. I'm currently going through all the Ratchet and Clank games so that I could do playthroughs on those eventually, and then I'm gonna probably do Jak and Daxter next after that, and then finish up Sly and all that. Thank you for your question. Next question. Greetings from Mexico. Arriba. Let's see. Mega Man, I only want to tell you that. Oh, I don't speak Spanish well, but thank you for your compliment. What is your opinion on the following games? Darkness 2, I was surprised as hell that it was actually really good. So they're asking, what is your opinion on the following games? The Darkness 2, I was very surprised with how fun it was. I didn't like the first one. The second one I loved, and that was actually going to be... excuse me. That was actually going to be another playthrough I was going to do in October. I was going to do 3 games. You guys are going to get flooded. I was going to do Alan Wake, Lollipop Chainsaw, and that one, but that plan fell to shit because I had to do a lot of babysitting and I could barely even get done what I had doing, so I had to skip out on it, but I'll be doing it soon. Assassin's Creed 3, I would say, is probably my second favorite of the series, with Assassin's Creed 2 being my favorite one, only because I really like American history. It's very interesting to me learning about stuff like that, and I love like Native Americans and like Mohawks and stuff. Yeah, so I really like that game because of the setting. Finally, what do you think about the Devil May Cry reboot? People are like, oh shit, he's gonna say something bad. I don't really like Devil May Cry in general, but I don't agree with the changes that they did. They changed it too drastically. Like, you know, it's made by Ninja Theory, right? Ninja Theory, they make really good story-based games. Like, Heavenly Sword was really powerful, you know what I mean, right? Like, I mean powerful as in like story-wise, great voice acting, gets you in it. Enslaved was a good fucking game. That was a good game. But I just don't like how they just changed Dante. I don't even like Dante, and I was like offended by that. I don't give a fuck about Dante, but that's why Devil May Cry 4 is my favorite one, because you're not Dante until the rest of the game, but you get my point. I don't really care for him. It's funny because I remember his fucking name, Nero. He looks just like Dante anyway. But the Devil May Cry boot, I was really anti on it just because of the fact that it just is too much. You don't build a series and then change it like that and then call it a reboot. You know, just let that be a side story, like a reimagining. You know, that let's do it that, not like a official reboot. That's lame. But I actually got to play it at PAX, and it wasn't that bad. I was actually really impressed with the fact that there's like 8-way dodging now, because I really hated the other Devil May Cries because you can only dodge left or right, you know? And I had a really big problem with that because it took me a long time to learn the way you were supposed to dodge according to the camera. It was just a pain in the ass, so I did like the dodging system. It feels a little slower. I don't think there's a lock-on. Can you lock on in that game? I don't even know, but... I guess that would be a game when I'd pick up when it's like 40. I'll eventually get it, but, you know, I'm not going to be like, oh boy, can't wait. You know, I'm not going to be like that. Let's see. Anyway, that's all I want to ask you. Okay, thank you. Sorry if the English is not perfect. I'm from Mexico. Your English was actually very good. Very good. Congratulations. Next, do you like anime? If so, what is your favorite? Yes, I do like anime, but I don't watch it as much as I used to. I used to really be into it when I was in high school. I watched a lot of Trigun, which is where I got my name from, and the Bionic Dolphin. I watched a lot of Cowboy Bebop, just the regular stuff that would come on like Cartoon Network. That's all I watched. I didn't really have access to other anime. And then my cousin, she used to watch a lot of like any kind of anime that had to do with like couples and like babies and stuff. She used to always watch that shit. Brain's sister. She introduced me to like Police Teacher, which I really liked. It like drama, just like that drama, like lovey-dovey drama stuff. Like what are they called? Romanities, romantic comedy. I was about to whatever, but I Police Teacher, Fooly Cooly. I like that. But as of right now, I excuse me, I rarely watch anime. I watch it every once in a while, but lately all I've really been watching is Sekirei and Soul Eater. And recently I just bought the whole season of G Gundam, and I bought this anime called Ghost Stories that is bootleg as hell. So I'm eventually going to get to those, but usually I only watch anime when it's like a really slow day and I don't feel like doing anything, and I just kind of put it in, and or like I put it in before I go to bed and stuff like that. But Sekirei and Soul Eater are on Netflix if you guys want to check it out. It's actually pretty good. Sekirei is like Pokemon but with women, and there's breasts everywhere. And it's actually good instead of just all the nudity. Let's see. I've been watching your next question. I've been watching your vids for quite a bit now since the entire one playthrough. I was like 13, really blah blah blah. Okay. Anyway, here's my questions. Number one, I think you already know the answer to this, but I'm going to ask anyway. Do you want to be more popular? What? Do you want to be a more popular YouTuber as far as gaming goes and channel popularity? I guess that's always a good thing to be more popular, but I'm kind of happy where I'm at now. You know, I'm happy to what I have, period. What's come up. But, you know, I just don't want to get really big to the point where I can't, like, bond with my people. Like, you know, a lot of people don't know about my live streams, but I really love doing those when the room only has, like, 50, 60, 70, 80 people in it. Because then it's more of, like, a one-on-one thing. Even though it's 80 people, it's easier for me to communicate with 80 people than 500, you know? And plus, out of the 80, only, like, 20 of them actually talk. But you get what I mean. Number two, let's see. What are your future goals and how do they relate to this whole YouTube gaming thing? For example, do you want to have a certain amount of subscribers by 2015? Your answer could be anything. Well, I want 100,000. That's like a big milestone. That's a big milestone, you know. But you said baby steps. I just hit 80 grand. I was sad. I mean, not sad. I was happy for that. Take them baby steps, man. And be like, oh shit, I hope I wake up tomorrow and have 100 grand. That's not gonna happen, but I'll get there. My next goal is 81, and then I'll be happy again. Let's see, baby steps. Are you in college? And if so, what are you studying? How often? How often do you manage that with your job and videos? How do you work? Let's see. Well, I missed a semester because my school fucked me over money-wise, so I didn't get in this past semester. I was studying game design, but I might end up changing that or continue it and hope it branches off into something else. I like American history and I like child psychology, but you can't really go anywhere with that. They're gonna just make you work with like special kids. As fucked up as that sounds, but that's really what they use you for when you go for that. Let's see what else is next. Even though I've been watching your vids for the longest time, some of the people you mentioned, I have no idea who they are and how they relate to you. Can you explain these people? Well, Brain is my cousin. That's usually Yoshi was my best friend. Drac is one of my good friends on here too. I don't know, do I name the Solid Moose? Y'all know the Moose. You know what is up, my Moosies? That guy, love that guy. I actually did a playthrough with one of my friends before he moved to Arizona. Sweatsuit. We did we did Sonic 4 Episode 2 co-op, but I didn't want to upload it until I did Episode 1, and I don't like Episode 1 that much, so that's why I've been fucking bullshitting. Next question. How old are you? I am 22, and I turn 23 on December 12th, next month. He said, "What is your obsession with that Mariah Carey song, Touch My Body? Because it makes me laugh." I don't know. I just thought it was funny when you like pat people down in Max Payne multiplayer. Touch my body. When you rub them down looking for bullets, I just thought it was funny. It was fitting for